For the past decade, I lived with phases of anxiety that almost defined me. But looking back now, I know exactly where it came from. I grew up with anxious, overly strict working class parents. Every rule had to be followed, every instruction had to be obeyed, even when it wasn't good for me. I remember crying at night wishing someone would rescue me. That childhood didn't just make me sad, it crushed my self-esteem. It made me struggle to trust people. I always worried about what others thought of me, replaying conversations in my head if I said something odd or different. Even when I grew older and met more people, I couldn't connect deeply. My younger self kept whispering, "Don't trust them, they'll hurt you." It's taken me 10 years to heal, 10 years to rebuild my self-worth, to step up and to finally trust people again. And now through this video, I want to help you break free from the same patterns of anxiety holding you back. When I first started struggling with anxiety, people around me didn't even use the word anxiety. They would say things like, "You think too much," or "You look like you're not present." Or when I used to go to church, I would hear words from the pastor like, "You need to pray more and have faith." People often mislabel anxiety as overthinking or lack of faith or being too sensitive. But anxiety is your survival system, fight, flight, or freeze. The issue is your nervous system can get stuck there. So instead of thinking, "I'm broken," reframe it. Your body is saying something feels off. Pay attention. That shift in perspective is huge, because when you stop labeling yourself as broken and start realizing, "Oh, my body's just trying to protect me," you can approach healing with less shame and more compassion. 2. Anxiety in the body. Let's talk about the brain for a second. There's a part of your brain called the amygdala. Think of it as the smoke detector in your house. Its job is to sense danger. The problem is, it doesn't know the difference between real fire and burnt toast. So when something triggers your anxiety, let's say you get an email from your boss or someone texts you, "We need to talk," the amygdala can set off the same alarm bells as if a lion was chasing you in the jungle. When that alarm goes off, your body releases stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals prepare you to fight, run, or freeze. Your heart rate spikes, your breathing changes, your stomach might clench up. And then here's where it gets messy. Our thoughts step in and make it worse. The body feels anxious, the mind notices and says, "Oh no, why am I feeling like this? Something must be wrong." That thought creates more fear, which fuels more physical symptoms, and the cycle repeats. So anxiety isn't just in your head, it's a full body loop between your nervous system and your thinking patterns. 3. The soul dimension. If anxiety were only biology, calming your body would solve it forever. But for many of us, it always comes back. Why? Because there's a soul layer. Examples: the Sunday night dread. Maybe your job is misaligned with your values. Anxiety in a relationship. Maybe your boundaries are being crossed. Saying yes when you wanted to say no. Your soul is saying you abandoned yourself. For me, childhood played a big role. I learned to silence emotions to survive. But when your authentic self is hidden, the soul never feels safe. Here's something that used to frustrate me. People would say, "Just calm down," or "Just think positive." And I'd be like, "Bro, if I could think my way out, I wouldn't be here in the first place." The truth is, your anxious thoughts happen in the cortex, the higher thinking part of your brain, but anxiety starts deeper, in your body, in those survival circuits. That's why you can tell yourself, "I'm safe, I'm fine," but your heart is still pounding and your palms are still sweaty. This is why body-based techniques like breath work, grounding, or even changing your posture can be more effective than positive thinking. They send signals of safety to the nervous system faster than your thoughts can. Think of it this way: anxiety enters through the body, so healing has to pass through the body too. Lasting healing comes from integrating body and soul. Here's a simple framework I use. I call it the 3 R's. 1. Regulate, calm the body, breathing, grounding, movement. 2. Reflect, ask, what is this anxiety pointing to? Where am I misaligned? 3. Realign, take one small step, a boundary, a truth. a habit change. Small shifts in alignment reduce anxiety naturally because your body and soul move together.